Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. Word is bond, love is love. Like, comment, subscribe, and do all the above. And if you ain't doing anything today, follow my Instagram, RugerRose23. It's the place to be. All right. So, we got two videos today. Of course, I got the WrestleMania Night 1 predictions coming up. But for this video, gotta discuss what happened last night. Because last night was all elite wrestling. AEW Dynamite was last night. It was pretty much a regular night. And you know how AEW is. You know, we start off with a CM Punk match. CM Punk saying he wants to be world champion. You had FTR versus the Gun Club. FTR pretty much turned their backs on MJF. You had Darby Allin versus Andrade El Idolo. Simple things. The JAS, the Jericho Appreciation Society, spoke. Santana Ortiz and Eddie Kingston came back. You know what I'm saying? Just simpleness. But what I'm here to talk about is a debut. Another debut on AEW. It's not a guy. It's a female. I don't talk about many females on this channel, but this one is important to talk about. Because as of right now, Toni Storm is all elite. Toni Storm is now part of AEW. I mean, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. Just see where everything goes. She's part of the Owen Hart female tournament that was actually talked about on Rampage. That, Rampage said it was going to start. It was supposed to be the Bunny versus somebody that Tony Khan had signed last night, and it was Toni Storm. To the last time we heard from Toni Storm, she asked for her release. Actually, there was before that. Well, after that, but let me get to before that. Before that, she asked for her release maybe months prior to her getting her release last year in WWE. Pretty much forcing herself out because they were not doing anything with her on the main roster, and we all know that. She had her final match was against Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. It was a solid match, but she lost. And that was the last time we saw her. But before then, she was in weird ass embarrassment segments where she got a cake in her face and she had to throw a cake on Charlotte Flair, and then there were times we never even knew she was on the roster. It's like she did like backstage segments. Like it was like a girl that talented, and I believe she's young. I think she's still in her 20s, if I'm not mistaken. And a girl that young with so much potential, you just don't know what to do with it. When in hindsight, WWE needs more in their women's division, but they just decide to just focus on so little bit of pieces for it that it's like, what are you doing? We're going to get to the women and the WrestleMania predictions, but beyond that, so yeah, that's the last time we saw Toni, and now Toni is all elite. Man, it's cool, like, I don't know, this women's division so, the AEW women's division is it's more people than what you really think. Like if I can really put that into a perspective, like if you really think about it, there's only like such a handful of women on that is pretty much like, you don't know how big that division is until, like, if you watch things like, AEW Dark and the other thing, I forgot the name of the other thing, but if you watch Dark and if you watch those two shows, then it's like how much more expanded the women's division is. But then if you really but when you look at it from like my perspective of all, I only watch this Dynamite and Rampage, so I only know like these handful of women. You got Jay Cargill, you got Tay Conti, you got Anna Jay, Thunder Rosa, of course, Nyla Rose, you got Britt Baker, you got Jamie Hayter, Linda, Red Velvet, Chris Statlander, Layla Hirsch. You know, just those 10 are like the more known, and then there's like a couple others. Sheeta, and what's her name? Fuck. She's in my head. I can't remember her name right now. But, you know, it's like 15, maybe 20, maybe more female wrestlers, but you wouldn't know because, again, you have to watch all of AEW to know. Where if you look at WWE, as much as we hate on their women's division, I hate it too, but as much as you hate on it, they try their damnedest to make sure you see every flipping woman either on TV or on WrestleMania. Like, that's what they're doing this year. Again, they're like pushing making sure every woman is smacked on WrestleMania. Like, and it's crazy. There's about what? If I'm not mistaken, I think there's 12 women that are gonna wrestle on WrestleMania. 12. That's a lot of women. That's damn near the whole division itself. I think there's maybe a couple missing, but there's 12 women that are gonna wrestle on WrestleMania. That's a lot of women. But regardless of it, at least they try to push it out. At least you'll know. At least you kind of have an understanding of who's on that roster versus AEW. But you know, I'm not trying to compare the women's division. Please don't think that. I ain't trying to compare it. I'm just really saying. Either way, Toni Storm got the win. She moves on, advances into the tournament. So we'll see how far she goes. Will she win the thing? I don't know. I don't think we know the full blown brackets either. So if I knew the brackets, I probably would pick a winner on top of my head. But since I don't know anything, it is what it is. Toni Storm is part of AEW now. Just wanted to share that little bit of information. It's cool. It's great. Hope she succeeds and does her thing. So until then, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love support. As always, quick video, short video. Ain't nothing big. Ain't nothing. On to the WrestleMania Night 1 predictions. So until next time, peace, love, 100. You're